Welcome to Crime Never Forgiven, the channel, where we uncover the hidden truths behind the biggest digital crimes in India, where convenience meets vulnerability, where trust meets betrayal. In the year 2023, a digital storm hit the heart of India's booming Fintech revolution. Over 15 million people woke up one morning not knowing their most sensitive financial data had been exposed. Names, phone numbers, email IDs, PAN cards, bank account details, UPI transaction histories, all leaked not from a bank vault, but from PhonePe, India's largest digital payments platform. This isn't fiction. This is what happened when convenience met vulnerability, and it left millions asking, "Is my money safe?" It started with a post, a single message on a dark web forum buried among thousands of others. PhonePe user data for sale, 15 million records, full KYC, real-time dumps. At first glance, it looked like another scammer's boast. But this time, something was different. Security researchers noticed the level of detail names, phone numbers, and even transaction history all too specific to be fake. Screenshots began circulating. Whistleblowers alerted CERT in India's National Cyber Emergency Response Team. The alarm bells rang loud. Was this the biggest fintech breach in Indian history? PhonePe responded quickly. "We have conducted an internal investigation and found no evidence of a breach in our systems. The data circulating online appears to be fake or outdated." That was the official statement. But many users weren't convinced. Cybersecurity experts raised concerns. If the data wasn't real, how did it get there? And if it was real, why wasn't the company sounding the alarm? One former CERT official told us off record, "Saying the data is fake doesn't address the fact that someone has access to it." And that's where the real danger begins. Let's break down how a breach like this could happen. Most digital payment apps work like this. Users link their bank accounts or credit debit cards. KYC verification is often handled by third-party services. Transactions are processed through NPCI, National Payments Corporation of India. Data is stored across multiple servers, some owned by the app, others by vendors. So even if PhonePe itself wasn't hacked directly, the leak could have come from a compromised third-party vendor, a phishing attack targeting employees, an insider threat, a flaw in API security. Investigators from CERT-In and RBI launched parallel probes to trace the origin of the leak. But the clock was ticking. Once data hits the dark web, it spreads fast. Within 48 hours of the leak appearing online, cybersecurity firm Recorded Future confirmed that the dataset had already been downloaded hundreds of times. Hackers don't just steal data, they sell it. Again and again. Some buyers use it for identity theft. Others apply for loans in your name. Some launch targeted phishing attacks. And because most people reuse the same phone number and email across platforms, one leak can compromise your entire digital life. Your Paytm wallet, your Aadhaar-linked bank, your mobile recharge app, all vulnerable. For millions of Indians, especially those new to digital finance, this wasn't just a news story. It was personal. "I trusted the app because my brother recommended it," said Rajesh, a small business owner from Jaipur whose data appeared in the leaked samples. "Now I don't know if I should keep using it." Many users reported receiving suspicious messages and calls after the breach. Others found unauthorized transactions in their linked accounts. Yet, PhonePe did not issue direct alerts to affected users. Experts say this lack of transparency is part of a larger problem in India's tech ecosystem. Companies fear reputational damage and regulatory penalties, so they stay silent. But silence costs lives, and in this case, it cost lakhs of rupees and trust. India's digital payments boom has been nothing short of revolutionary, from 0 to over 4 billion UPI transactions per month, all within a decade. But growth came at a price. Security took a back seat. Startups rushed to scale without investing in robust cybersecurity frameworks. Regulators scrambled to catch up. The Personal Data Protection Bill, which would have mandated stricter data handling rules, remains stuck in Parliament. There's still no law in India that requires companies to notify users when their data is breached, which means companies like PhonePe can choose whether to tell you or not. While investigations continue, experts believe several scenarios are possible. The lone wolf hacker, motivated by curiosity or ideology, could have exploited a known vulnerability. Organized cybercrime syndicate professional groups that target fintech firms for profit, often selling stolen data in bulk. State-sponsored actors rare, but possible, could be linked to espionage or geopolitical goals. Whoever it was, they knew exactly what they were doing. They targeted specific data sets that could be monetized quickly. This wasn't random, it was strategic. CERT-In launched a full-scale investigation. The Reserve Bank of India demanded a detailed report. PhonePe maintained its position. No breach, no liability. Eventually, the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, MeetY, stepped in, ordering mandatory audits for all major fintech players. But critics say it's too little, too late. There's still no unified framework for reporting breaches, no legal obligation to inform users, no accountability for negligence, and that leaves every digital wallet user in India at risk. You may not be able to stop a breach, but you can protect yourself before, during, and after one. Here's what experts recommend. Enable two-factor authentication, 2FA, on all financial apps. Monitor your UPI transaction history regularly for unusual activity. Avoid linking your Aadhaar or PAN to multiple apps unless absolutely necessary. Use unique passwords for different apps. Consider a password manager. Set transaction limits on your mobile wallets and UPI apps. Watch out for suspicious calls or texts asking for OTPs or PINs. Report any unauthorized activity immediately to your bank and the platform. Remember, once your data is out there, it never truly goes away. So, where do we go from here? The PhonePe breach is a wake-up call not just for the company, but for the entire digital finance industry in India. As more Indians go digital, the stakes will only get higher. And so will the risks. Unless we create stronger safeguards, better regulations, and more transparent reporting practices, breaches like this won't be exceptions. They'll become the norm. Because in a world where your money lives on your phone and your identity fits in a database, one leak could cost you everything. This has been Crime Never Forgiven, the story of the PhonePe data breach that exposed India's digital vulnerabilities, a story of hackers, heroes, and everyday users caught in the crossfire. Don't forget to like this video if you found it informative. Subscribe to Crime Never Forgiven for more true crime stories from the digital world. Comment below. What do you think about digital wallet safety? Have you ever been a victim of a data leak? A story of silence when there should have been truth, and a story that reminds us in the age of convenience, security must never be an afterthought. Stay alert, stay informed, because next time, it could be your data on the line. Hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode, because here at Crime Never Forgiven, we don't just report the news, we remember the truth. Until next time, stay safe, stay smart. Thank you for listening.